does a home-cooked lasagna sound right now? Delicious, right? Even better if somebody else makes it for you. Well, today's Kristen's kudos goes to Rhiannon Men, who founded the organization Lasagna Love. Rhiannon started it at the beginning of the pandemic. She and her daughter were helping families in the community by making and delivering meals. Well, it turned into a nationwide grassroots movement. Their mission is to not only help address the growing food insecurities in our country, but provide a simple act of love and kindness. There are now 1,500 lasagna mamas and papas across the country. And through Lasagna Love, you can sign up to make some food or receive some food. Just go to their website, lasagnalove.org, for more information. They make it, they deliver it to your doorstep, no contact, and then of course provide a sweet little note for everybody. Very cool, right? Helping each other out. Maybe reach out to a neighbor, see if you can help them. That'll do it for us this morning. Make it a great day, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.